Well, ladies and gentlemen, the NFL officially returns tonight. We got the Ravens taking on the Chiefs. Yesterday, thank you guys so much for a lot of views on the NFL predictions. Means a lot. If you have not already, hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment down below as we talk about NFL on a daily basis for the most part here on this channel. So with that being said, let's go ahead and predict some ACC games today. We got a full slate of videos for you guys coming later today. All the way up until like 5 o'clock tonight. You guys should be getting videos, possibly even 7 o'clock tonight, starting with these ACC predictions. Then you will have Big Ten reactions to Week 1, Big Ten Week 2 predictions, and then probably Alabama High School Athletic Association predictions as well on the channel too. So with that being said, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, turn that bell on. We do our best to post on this channel every single day. Let's go ahead, hop right in to these ACC week number 2 predictions. Alright, so again, how I do this is I start off by Friday, September 6th. I do it by the days that the games are played. A lot of them now are being played on Saturday, but there are a couple on Friday night. So starting on Friday night is BYU and SMU. Now, I have already picked that game. I picked that one in my Big 12 predictions, and I said BYU was going to win this game, and I'm going to reiterate that. Number one, they have more offensive firepower than SMU. SMU did kind of struggle in their 2 games that they won. They were kind of close. Yes, I know it's at home for SMU, but again, BYU, one of those teams that can put points up if they need to do that. So with that said, BYU is going to get that win on the road in Dallas and at SMU. Now with that said, there's another game in the ACC on Friday night. That is Duke and Northwestern. ACC versus Big Ten. This is going to be a fun one. I really like both of these offenses here. I think Duke has the better offense, and I'm going to predict Duke to win this game. They did beat Elon only by 21-6. But with that being said, I believe Malachi Moore is just starting to get in his routine at Duke. I think Malik Murphy, is going to be one of the better quarterbacks in the ACC this year. And I think that is just about time for him to show that against Northwestern. Again, Northwestern, I expected this game to be close. I just don't see them winning. I think Duke pulls off the upset here on the road in Northwestern. And of course, we are going on to Saturday, September 7th, week number 2 in college football. This season is going to go by so quick, it's not going to even be funny. But with that being said, we got 4 games to predict. We do it in 4 different predictions as well, and then we'll talk about them afterwards. Georgia Tech, Syracuse, going with Georgia Tech here. They're hot right now. They're 2-0 and 1-0 in conference play. They're looking to get a road win against Syracuse, and I think for sure that they can do that, especially coming off of that beatdown against Florida State. Give me Georgia Tech here on the road as they go into Syracuse. Now, moving on is Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. Both these teams are 1-0. I believe Pittsburgh kind of struggled in their win, but I got to go with the Bearcats here at home. I think they will prevail, and they should beat Pittsburgh at home as well. Jacksonville State and Louisville. Obviously, got to go with Louisville. I like Jacksonville State. I'm rebuilding them right now in an offline dynasty in NCAA 25. But I think that Louisville is by far the better team in this one. Last but not least, out of the 4, Cal versus Auburn. I'm going to save that pick for SEC predictions coming tomorrow. So you guys subscribe so you guys don't miss the SEC Week 2 predictions slate on that video as well. We'll break down this game too. Not going to break it down right now, but we will break it down later. So to recap, Georgia Tech, Cincinnati, and Louisville all getting wins there. Our next 4 games, you have DeQueese going into Boston College. Boston College starting out hot, obviously, and beating Florida State on Monday night. Great win for that program. We'll see if they can keep it up. Going with Boston College here, as they are by far the better team. DeQueese 0-1 on the year. Never really heard of that school anyway. So Boston College and Castellanos should prevail in this game. Charlotte at North Carolina. I know that's kind of weird to say because Charlotte is the capital of North Carolina. But Charlotte, the college, going into North Carolina. I got to go with North Carolina. I know they lost their quarterback, Max Brown, for the year. But I do think that they are still the better team, and I think this will be a good game for the backup quarterback to kind of find their rhythm there, especially coming after a really good win against a really good Minnesota team on the road as well. Marshall, Virginia Tech, go with the Hokies here. I know they lost to Vanderbilt, and Marshall's 1-0 on the year, but I think that they are by far the better team. They showed that they can compete with Vanderbilt, obviously. I think they should win that game by far. I really hope that Virginia Tech can bounce back. Now, moving on, Florida A&M at Miami. Got to go with the Miami Hurricanes and the U. It's all about the U, if you know what I'm saying. But I think Cam Ward is going to light up the passing scoreboard in this one, especially if they play all their starters like they did on Saturday in Florida in Gainesville. This one should be a blowout win for Miami. So to recap, Boston College, Charlotte, Virginia Tech, Miami, all the home teams here in the ACC getting wins in week number 2. And of course, our last 4 games here on the slate for today. Of course, on Saturday, Cal Poly at Stanford. Give me Stanford here. By far the better team. Both teams 0-1, but I have a feeling Stanford is going to bounce back for sure. Virginia, Wake Forest. I got to go with Virginia here. They're on the road in Wake Forest. I think this game is going to be a sneaky game to watch. I really think that Wake Forest can hang with Virginia, but I think it's going to be close, and Virginia should get the win here on the road in Wake Forest. Tennessee, NC State. The Nico time has arrived, man, in Tennessee. It is Nico Iamaleava time. If you're a Vols fan, the hype train has not been higher. NC State coming off a close win against East Carolina. I'm saving that game, again, until tomorrow's SEC predictions. Really want to predict the full SEC slate of games. And the ACC, well, it's the ACC. App State, Clemson. This is going to be a sneaky game. I really am. This is my upset pick of the week. Clemson losing to Georgia, kind of on a downfall. I know it's at home for the Clemson Tigers right now, but I'm going with App State, man. I think App State is my pick to be in the college football playoff. If they're not, it's Boise State. But I think that App State can solidify their chances of getting into the college football playoff even higher if they beat Clemson. And I think that they will beat Clemson on the road. That is my hot take of the week. App State wins. Recap, Stanford, Virginia, and App State getting wins here in the ACC week number 2 predictions. Anyway, of course, that is where I'm going to cut it for this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn that bell on, as we do our best to post on this channel every single day. With that being said, I'm going to hop off, get this edited. You guys can watch it on time. If I don't see you in the rest of today's videos, have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the game tonight, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Peace.